Kendrick was not able to get that first down marker. But this time he makes sure he does. Along with that, he gets a touchdown. Touchdown, Alabama State. We get into the end zone. We have a minute 14 seconds left in the game. By Johnson, that was a great play there. So now we got fourth down again. This time he looks for Hayden. Hayden catches the pass and he's tackled at the 5. Oh my Lord. And then option play. He pitches it to Moore. Touchdown, Jackson State. So 4th and 10. Hail Marys for everyone. DeVos as it gets his time to throw. And it's incomplete. And we lose. We fall to 5-5. Jackson State has now won 3 games in a row. As we go into the last home game of the season, we have a couple of seniors that are still hurt about that loss to Jackson State last season. This time we got Jackson State in the Gumptown. And this time we're going to make sure we put up a fight and get up out of here with a victory. Now Jackson State just got off a much needed win versus the Florida A&M Rattlers. They beat them 21-20. Close game. We, the Alabama State Hornets, just beat Alabama A&M in the Magic City Classic 45-42. That's big considering in the MAC SWAC West, it's going to be between us and Jackson State. So pretty much whoever wins this game is most likely going to the MAC SWAC Championship Game in Detroit. So if we lose, we're going to have to put our fate in the hands of another team. And we don't want to do that. That is a big no for us. So as you see, Brandon Ross is suspended, one of our starting linemen. So with that said, we got Corey Brown in at left tackle. And as you saw there, Justin Chambers just got blasted. So this game starts off pretty rough. Both teams get off to a pretty rocky start. But then we find Lamont Holland up the middle. 1st and 10 for the Hornets and we rolling. Next play action. We're going to keep running this play till the wheels fall off and then we get sacked right there. So here we go, 2nd down. We're going back to the power option because that's what we do best. We run the football. So now we're facing 3rd and 10. And this time Bobby Newton is sacked by Parker. 2 sacks for Jackson State on that drive. And we're forced to punt. So here we go. Jackson State's facing the 3rd and 9. Mitchell stepping back to pass. Now one thing I forgot to do in this video is show you the impact players for Jackson State. You have their quarterback Mitchell. Then they have a cornerback. Then they have a linebacker that's suspended. And I don't know what the hell Bobby Newton was doing on that play. So we got 2nd and 10. We're going back to the power option. Kyle Gray, our 2-way player, is going up the left sideline. 1st and 10. Ball at the 44. Play action yet again. Bobby Newton gets sacked. On the first 2 possessions, he's been sacked 3 times. But then we go to Justin Chambers. We got to get him involved more in this game early on. 3rd and 5. Kenny Gasson gets met in the backfield by Haley. So we're going to go for it on 4th and 8. And the Jackson State defense shuts that down. Kyle Gray fumbles the ball. It doesn't matter. It's 1st and 10 for the Jackson State Tigers. There goes Mitchell taking the snap. Play action, and then Blake Rollins gets in for the first sack of the game. Now injured right there is Mike Considine. He's not coming back for this game. He's done for the day. So they give the ball to Cookie. He tries to go up the middle and doesn't get anything. Then we got Mitchell stepping back on 3rd and long. Nothing. And then it's a flag on Jackson State for holding. So we decline. It's 4th down. They have to punt the ball to Justin Chambers. Justin Chambers takes it at the 15. Going to the left side. He gets a block. And then he goes up the left sideline. And the man all the way from VA goes into the end zone for a house call. Touchdown, Alabama. 85 yards. Breaking Tennessee State wide receiver Tony Smith's record by 1 yard. Excellent play there by the Hornet defense. And look at Blake Rollins, his 2nd sack of the day. Our true freshman strong safety all the way from Forestdale. Well, that's not that far away. That's in the Birmingham area. But anyway, Mitchell stepping back to pass. He finds Allen. Allen goes up the right sideline in a Hornet territory, and he's taken down by Cedric McNeil. And that's how the first quarter ends. It's 7-0 Alabama. The SWAC West is on the line. Second quarter, 3rd and 10. Jackson State still on offense. Mitchell takes the snap. Going back to pass. He pops it up the middle, and then that gets dropped. His receivers are not helping him at all. So now they're forced to punt. And now the Hornets have the ball deep in their own territory. We're looking for Jason White. That's a bad pass by Bobby Newton, but Jason White makes the adjustment and makes the catch. Excellent play there by Jason White. So now we got 1st and 10 yet again. We're at the 48. Play action. And then Bobby Newton got hit. He intended that for Chambers, but that got deflected away. So we're going back to Chambers on 2nd and 10. And he gets taken down, but he gets a gain of 8. 3rd and 2. Chambers up the middle. 1st down. We're still rolling. Here goes the offense again. Cal Gray, power option. Left side. And then he gets taken down just past the 15-yard line. And now we're threatening to score yet again. Here we go. Play action. This time Newton looks for Colt, who makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama State. Andrew Cope's 2nd touchdown reception of the season. Big play there for the Hornets. We're up 14-0. Here comes the Tigers. There goes Hayden, the man that made that big 4th down catch on us last season. 1st and 10, ball at midfield. Jackson State, and this time Blake Rollins gets in the backfield again. His 3rd sack of the first half. Blake Rollins has been big in this game so far. 3rd down, Mitchell pops it on his back foot, and then that's deflected away by Jason Moore. So the Hornets got the ball back, and we're on offense. Kyle Grace looking back to pass again, but he finds nobody open. He felt the pressure, decide to go to the sideline. 2nd and 2, power option yet again. Kyle Gray gets popped and he fumbles the ball, but then it's recovered by Rodney Watts. 1st and 10, Justin Chambers makes a man miss it, and he gets tackled at the 45. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Play action. Newton pops it. Incomplete. That was a bad pass there by Bobby Newton. So then we try to go to Kenny Gaston, and Kenny Gaston gets taken back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9. Play action yet again. We're looking for Jason White again, and he drops it. Our receivers are so inconsistent. So then we try to go for it on 4th down, and yeah. We're not fooling nobody on this defensive line for Jackson State so far. So it's 14-0. And then Davis picks off the pass. Davis, what a big play there. Davis hasn't been playing much this season, but he has a sack and he has an interception now. Big play there by the Hornet defense. There goes Justin Chambers again. The man all the way from VA. Gets tripped at the ankles, 1st and 10. Back to Chambers yet again. He's taking it out to the right sideline. Tries to turn the corner, but then gets taken down around the 35-yard line. So we go back to the power option on 3rd and 10. And Kyle Gray gets nowhere. Here we go on 4th and 9. Bobby Newton. Nobody's downfield. He pops it. That's a bad. Oh, that wasn't a bad pass. Andrew Cope just dropped it. Jackson State defense stands tall. No, so now they got 33 seconds left, and this time Blake Rollins gets to Mitchell again. 4th sack of the first half by Blake Rollins, all by himself. Mitchell is having a nightmare game. 3rd down, Mitchell. He's popping it deep. He's looking for Allen, who makes the catch on Davis. Big play there by Allen from Alex Mitchell. So eventually Jackson State decides to take the field goal. The kick is up and it's good. And the score at halftime is 14-3 Alabama State. We go to the 3rd quarter. And the Hornet special teams has been an Achilles heel for us throughout this series. And here they go yet again as Allen hurdles through Jordan. And then he's up the left sideline and he's making a house call. Touchdown Jackson State. Just like that is a 4-point game. But here we go. Justin Chambers taking the ball in the end zone, takes it out, goes up the left sideline, 30, 35, and then he gets taken out of bounds just short of the 40. So now we go back to Kenny Gaston. He's going up the left sideline. He gets tackled out of bounds, and it's first down for the Hornets. 2nd and 10. Cal Gray pitches. Justin Chambers makes a man miss, and then he gets tackled inside the 25-yard line. So here we go. 1st and 10. Newton off there to pass, and then he's sacked again by Parker. Parker has gotten his 2nd sack of the game. So when in doubt, you go to your best player. We're going to Justin Chambers, and he gets all those yardage right back, and we're inside the 10. Justin Chambers is having an Adrian Peterson-like season. And then we're looking again for Andrew Cope, and he makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Andrew Cope's 2nd reception of the day for a touchdown. 21-10, Hornets on top. So here we go. Jackson State's going to Alexander. Moore's gone. So now they have Alexander in the backfield. And then Blake Rollins once again gets in the backfield for a sack. That's sack number 5 for Blake Rollins. Here goes Mitchell. Off there to pass, and he's sacked again. This time he's sacked by Perry. That's the 6th sack of the game for the Hornet defense. Mitchell is feeling the pressure today. We're showing no mercy. 3rd and 23. Mitchell. All day to pass again. He pops it deep, and then it's deflected away by Jason Moore. Big play there by the Hornet defense. Play action. Running this play again. This time we look for Jason White, who fumbles the ball. It's picked up by Doolin. Doolin's going the other way. He's tackled short of the 50-yard line. What a heartbreaking play right there for Jason White. Jason White has been mad and consistent this year, despite the big plays. So Mitchell finds Cook. He's cooking downfield. Jackson State gets the 1st down. Mitchell steps back to pass again. This time he's picked off by Cal Gray. Cal Gray can do it all. He makes passes. He runs the ball. Plays defense. Picks off passes. You name it, he does it. So now the Hornet offense is back on the field. Cal Gray's taking the speed option up the left sideline, and then he runs out of real estate. Heartbreaking. He could have scored. So then we go back to Justin Chambers. Stiff arms a man, and then he gets taken down just past the 40-yard line. Now Bobby Newton rolling out the pass. He's looking for Andrew Williams, and that was just a bad pass. Great coverage there by Ralph, the DB. 4th and 9, we're letting our nuts hang. We're looking deep for Jason White. No, that was Andrew Williams that made the catch. Andrew Williams makes the catch, succeeding where Jason White failed. So now Cal Gray's throwing the ball in the end zone to Andrew Williams. Touchdown, Alabama State. Cal Gray did it again. He's doing it all. Making plays on offense and making plays on defense. Back-to-back possessions. So now we kick the ball to Allen. He takes it at the 3. Goes up the middle. Makes 2 men miss. Another bad angle. And then he's gone yet again down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jackson State. Oh, boy. Our special teams is so bad. But it's 28-17 going into the 4th quarter. 2nd and 11. Speed option again. Nobody's on the left side. Cal Gray. And he's tackled in Jackson State territory. Cal Gray. The man has well over 1,000 yards. And now here goes Bobby Newton. He's looking for Lamont Holland, who makes the catch up the middle. Tackled around, looks like the 25-yard line. No, that's the 28. Newton again. On the screen pass to Justin Chambers. Makes 2 men miss, and then he gets tackled and fumbles the ball out of bounds. Oh, that would have been a disaster, but look at the big day that Justin Chambers is having. Look at Newton roll it out. He finds Lamont Holland. Lamont Holland makes the catch and goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama State. 35-17. Mid-4th quarter. And now we have Jackson State. They're facing a 4th and 2. They don't convert, and we get the ball back. Now we're facing a 4th and 5. And then this time Justin Chambers converts it. Tries to make a man miss, but he can't. So now we're rolling once again, 2nd and 10. Look at Justin Chambers. The man all the way from VA turns the corner. He's going up the right sideline and goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama State. He now has a punt return and a rushing touchdown on the day. 3rd and 6. And then look at this. The Hornet defense is on it today, as that was another 3rd down play for Jackson State. Then they have to kick the ball deep to Justin Chambers, who takes it at the 15. Going up the right sideline, picks up a block from Cedric McNeil. The man all the way from VA does it again. 2 punt returns in the same game. Touchdown, Alabama State. 49-17. And last but not least, we can't go without showing you this. Blake Rollins with sack number 6 on the day. 7 for the defense and 6 alone for Blake Rollins as we go out of senior day and get a big win over the Jackson State Tigers. We're for sure going to Detroit now for that MAC SWAC Championship game. The only question now is, who are we going to be playing? We win the division. We flourishing right now. Oh boy, what a game. What a performance by these Hornets. Now let's take a look at the stats. Cal Gray once again passing the ball for a touchdown. But Bobby Newton had a pretty good game. 3 touchdown passes. Just over 200 yards passing. Got to get that completion percentage up though. Justin Chambers and Cal Gray automatic as usual. They've been balling all season. Both players have well over 1,500 yards rushing on the season. What more can you ask from them? I just need them to stop fumbling the ball. And then our receivers, they were decent today, you know. Total of 4 touchdown passes. But the thing is with these receivers is that they drop too many passes. If I can get them to stop dropping passes, we can do more damage with the passing game. See, look at this right here. That's like what? That's 5 drop passes right there alone in one game. It's not good enough. The protection today was good, but we did give up 4 sacks. But the story of the day was Carey. I said Perry. It was Carey with the sack. And Blake Rollins getting 6 sacks all by himself. The man was a beast today on that football field. So we avenged last year's loss. And we set the seniors out on a good note. Thank you for watching. Peace.